Today's subject, breakups. And why they suck. They do suck, honestly. Like, it's not easy to say goodbye to someone anytime, for any reason. That's why breakups suck so bad. I think it's really hard to have a breakup with someone that you're not even in a relationship with. What does that mean? It means someone that you just started dating, things were going really well, and it feels as though almost it was prematurely ended. So it can come off as a breakup. You're just basically saying, I like you, but this is not what I want right now. And I think it's very difficult to explain that to someone when they really like you and it's just getting started. But here's the thing about people that have been hurt before. When you start dating someone and they openly admit to you that they have a past, that they aren't sure if they even want to be in a relationship with anyone, that they are just putting themselves out there in the universe and seeing what happens, and they don't want to hurt anyone. When someone's that upfront with you, you need to listen, and I'll tell you why. This is why you need to listen, because when someone's that upfront with you, they're really, really wanting you to understand that they don't want to hurt you, and they aren't sure what they're doing. Maybe it's not right for them to be dating at all, but that's what they're saying to you. That's what they're doing. So, that being said, when you move really fast, things you shouldn't do to someone who isn't sure or newly to dating. Don't talk so far into the future. Don't talk about, when this fall when we go to my parents' getaway house, whatever it is. Like, try and take it step by step. Ease them into the idea of being in a long-term relationship. You don't have to do any of these things. You don't have to mess with them at all. Like, it's not your job to fix them. I'm just telling you some things that will make someone run the other direction. And one of them is the future. They can't contemplate that. Most people can't. So just ease your way into it. No I love yous, no even I like yous in the first couple weeks. Like, just go about it. Just experience it. I think if someone has broken up with you and you're like, well, everything was going so well and I really like them, I don't understand, it's probably not you. It really probably isn't you. Each person has their own set of issues, and I have guy friends that get so upset when a girl breaks it off or disappears because they've been having the greatest time ever. And I say it's probably not you. Maybe someone from her past came back up. Maybe she has some unfinished stuff to deal with that she realized. I'm not saying it's right, but it doesn't have to always be about you. And in this case, I had to break it off with someone, and he was great. I don't have a negative thing to say about that person. He was wonderful and charming and present, and I have nothing negative to say about this person. This person is awesome. They are sure of themselves, and they don't hold back. And in a lot of ways, that makes me envious of them. I wish I had that lack of reserve when going into something. It's a very good quality, and it also gets you hurt a lot. But it's also very good because he knows the risk versus the reward, and he's willing to take it anyway. So props to him. But it just started getting I started feeling a little suffocated. I'm not even gonna lie about it. I just felt like, and this is my diary, so I told you I was gonna be real. Hope you can handle this. I'm a little bloated today. I drank a lot of wine last night. So anyways, I started feeling a little suffocated, and I felt as though I didn't have a choice in the relationship anymore. This relationship was chosen for me. The way it was going to go was predetermined. I was just along for the ride now. And I also felt as though once you start spending that much time with someone, you're talking like in 6 days, I've spent 4 of them with you. I start to get that fear of losing myself again, because in the past, what would happen is I love so hard that I give 150%. And my life goes on the back burner. That includes my business. That includes this. That includes everything goes on the back burner. And I always do it. And I become so aware of it because when I get my heart broken, I feel like everything shatters. It's because I have nothing left, because I gave everything away. And you have to maintain that independence. And I do understand that now. So when someone comes on so strong when it's been a bunch of time, I get it. It's exciting. And there's nothing personal. But I know me now, and I know I have to set boundaries. And I have to say, hey, no, I do like seeing you, but I need to spend this weekend doing this for work. Or I need to vlog today. Or I need to go take the dog. I need to go do something on my own. I need to maintain my own life, always. And when somebody starts dipping too far into that too soon, I get very, stop. Stop. So, I woke up today and I thought about all last night and I didn't want to do it. I did not want to send that message. It's only been 5 days, so do you call, do you send a message? It's been 5 days. I mean, I've had, I don't know, I left my clothes out longer. I'm just saying it's not a very long time. And I think that a text message is absolutely acceptable, especially if you're uncomfortable and you don't even know how. Like, you shouldn't be having a breakup after 5 days, because there's no such thing. So I just simply told the truth. I was like, I took myself on a date last night, which I did. That's a whole other story. It was awesome. I think everyone should go on a date sometime with themselves. And I took myself and I ate this pasta, and this lawyer sat next to me, and he started, not anyone cute. It was like a very old man. And he starts talking to me. We start talking about the business, and he gives me some really good advice. And I learned a lot, and he bought all my wine, and it was great. I mean, it was good conversation, nothing weird. And then I was like, well, I'm going to go, and I left. And I came home, and I laid on my bed, and I was like, well, that was really nice, and I really enjoyed taking myself out, which I'm very, very comfortable being alone now. And I started thinking about it more, and I go, I was never been more passionate than when I was talking about my business. And that's when I realized that at this stage of my life, I shouldn't be dating at all. And it's not fair to lead people on, and it's not fair for them to keep investing money and time into you, and you are somewhere else. You are, though. You're somewhere else, and they deserve that level of attention and presence, and I couldn't give it. So I woke up this morning, and I didn't message him yesterday, so I'm sure he thought something was a little off. And I just told him that I think he's great, like, because I do. I really do. And that, it was a little much. He had invited me to a game on Friday, and his sister was going to be there. And I don't like involving myself in family anymore because, once again, in my past, I've done it after a very short period of time, and now I'm attached to those people. Okay? I get attached. It's not because I'm afraid that she's not going to like me, or I get attached. And then when I go to break up, I also feel like I'm breaking up with the family. And I don't want to feel that way. So since I'm not sure about him, it's already tough enough to end it with him, let alone if I get invested and meet his sister and I like her. I don't know. I'm not doing it. That's the point, the moral of the story. So I just told him it's a little soon after a week to be meeting family. It was a little soon. A lot of soon. And so I didn't, and so I just told him basically that at this stage I gave it a lot of thought, and he's one of the first people to ever actually make me contemplate what I want in life. I mean, obviously we think about it, but it was really me sitting there going, and do I actually want to be in a relationship? And my answer was no. I don't want to deal with it. I'm not ready, and I don't want to do it. So with that realization, I deleted the dating apps. I told him the truth, and I decided to get even more serious about doing this. And that's what I'm going to do. And everyone's like, don't make rash decisions. Like, you can still date and do whatever you want to do. No, you can't, because that's not fair. And that's what everyone else is doing. That's why it's screwing everyone up. Like, know what you want when you go to date. Stop just going out there because oh, well, I need a... No, you don't. If you don't want to be there and you're not there for the sole purpose of progressing that relationship, you don't need to be there. Go out to a bar with your friends and meet some people there if you need to socialize, but don't be bringing people into your shit unless you're ready for it. And that's why I deleted it, because that's not fair. And I'm not going to be that person. I'm not going to use anyone to self-comfort or because I never know what's out there. You're right, I don't know what's out there, but I do know when the time's right, I'll be ready and I will see it. But I know that right now, forcing it and trying to pull people into it is not right. I feel a lot better just saying all this. Girls are crazy, okay? We are crazy. Like, we don't know what we want. We don't freaking know. So don't ask us. We don't even know what we want to eat, let alone in life. So when I do know something I want, and that's split the business, when I do know what I want, I have to go for it because I never know what I want. It's just the way it is. I think dating has become, it's like I was telling the lawyer last night, dating has become so disconnected. It's like, okay, so I think you're cute. You think I'm cute, so we're gonna go meet up. But that's all we really know about each other. We have no chemistry. You show up, they don't look like their pictures. They really don't. I probably don't even look as good as my pictures. I don't know. That's fine. I'm not gonna get butthurt about it. Well, maybe get a little butthurt, but that's fine. It's just disconnected. And like, people will be at a bar with other people, literally a beautiful woman right in front of a guy. I've seen it. She's sitting by herself. He's sitting by himself. Perfect moment to just try and say something. Nope. Down looking at their phones. Probably on Hinge or Bumble or whatever. Tinder. Probably on the dating app. Not paying attention to the fact that he's in a perfect situation right there. Right in front of him. Don't even have to go anywhere. She's right there. And that's what I told the lawyer. I said, that's a big reason I'm going to delete these, is because I think the person I'm going to meet is going to be out and I'm going to be doing something or I'm going to be socializing, and I want to be as far removed from these devices as I can now be, because this is not the way it's supposed to be. This is not how it's supposed to go. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And I just want to go and experience life and meet the right person at that time. I don't want to force anything. So I feel like shit this morning. I'm sad about it. I have a pimple right here, by the way. I have a third chin because of my drinking last night, because the lawyer kept talking to me, and then I got intrigued, and he showed me this Aborigine metal band, which I've never even heard of. It was called the Who, the HU something. Look it up. It's weird and awesome. My ADD is special. That's that, really, though. I don't know what else to tell you. It's been weird. But I've mainly been sad this morning because I did not want to end that. Because I wasn't sure. And then, isn't this crazy? You do that, and the craziest thing happens. There was a guy I was dating. I dated for like 3 months back in January. December, January, and then we ended it in February. He ended it with me because he wasn't sure. Same scenario. He wasn't sure. So he ended it with me, and I was just so upset. I was like, we had such a great thing going. It was great. I don't understand. And I told my friends, like, I was shocked. And then this happened to me today, and I was like, oh, that's what it was. Yeah, it was too much. It was way too much. And I met his family, and I still love his mom. I think she's awesome. But then I realized, and it's so funny that because you go on the other side and you realize how tough that must have been for him, because he's not sure, and he probably really did like me. But at the same time, he had all this stuff going on in his life where he couldn't give it what it deserved. and he knew that it wasn't going to be for a very long time that he would be ready. And I couldn't comprehend that because I couldn't step outside of myself and my own feelings and my own disappointment in the relationship and the outcome. Wow. Like, honestly, whoa. I cannot believe that I was in that and I didn't see it from that perspective until today. So today was the first time I've had a... Normally, I pretty much dislike him to an extent to where I don't feel that bad. But I didn't feel that for him. I thought he was great. Thought he was great. So, is it the right decision? People always ask that. Did I make the right decision? Was this the right thing to do? I mean, who the fuck knows? Probably not. Maybe. Is it ever a right decision to break up with someone? Yeah, if you're being abused and stuff like that, which we can go into that a whole other time. Yes, there's a right reason to break up with people. There's plenty of right reasons. And if you aren't sure, then you're sure. That's my theory. If you aren't sure, then that's your sure. If you don't know if you're doing the right thing, you're doing the right thing. Because if you were doing the wrong thing, you would know it pretty strongly, almost immediately. So, whatever reason that you're doing it, it's going to put them through some things that they're going to need to go through. That's going to make them a better person or a worse person, usually better. And the same vice versa. So, if you aren't sure, then do it. Because that means you're sure. Aren't sure, are sure. Sure. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, honestly. But anyways, that's the end of it. And Leo's jumping on me. Have you met Leo? That's the end of it. So it's closed book. On to the next. So what's next for me? What am I going to be doing now? Working on the business, telling you all about it as soon as the trademark goes through and I release the site. I will tell you all about that. That's what I'm going to work on. I am going to explore the city because today's my day off and I am off Saturday and Sunday too. So I get to go run around. I might bring my GoPro with me. Oh, that'd be fun. Bring my GoPro and just explore and just enjoy myself. I'm going to try and be positive and really focus on me this year. So you're going to hear all about me. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, different perspectives on it. We can talk about it. I'd love to talk about it. I want to start doing live streams where if enough people watch, which I doubt, but if people watch, then we can sit there and discuss different topics and get your opinions on it and have an active live conversation. I would love to hear what you think, genuinely. So, love you. Thanks for watching. Until next time.